I just wanted to show you some of the things that I've been doing lately. I've got these Reader's Digest books, the condensed books, and they come like that. You know, they've got, it's about 4 different little books that they abbreviate, or abridge I should say. It's an abridged version of these books, and it comes like that. And I'll have kind of pictures and things like that. I've been gathering up these little books from like the charity stalls at local supermarkets and that, because there's been a few. And I'll show you what I've been doing with them. So that one's not been done yet. And this one. Now you'll recognise that my Japanese and Korean little journals were, altered books were these books. But this one I've just put in steampunk note paper. And it's just all like that. I'm just going to do this quickly because there's not, it's really just the papers I've got in. I'm going to be using these as notebooks. And I think mainly for my writing, I do different genres, so this is obviously steampunk. It's all fantasy, right, but in different kind of sub-genres of it. So there's that one. I'm not going to go. Yeah, and it's just all those lovely, where did I get, was it? I think it's a mix of Victoria designs and Ephemera's Vintage Garden that I got the papers from on Etsy, and I've just combined them all into this one book. And the next one, is, sorry, I think it was Mabel's diary that I used, and I did put a couple of little pockets. This one, I don't think this was from a writing. I'm trying to think, this is going to be for the house, I think. I'm trying to think of maybe all the tips and tricks. I don't know, for some reason it has something to do with housekeeping in it. I don't know why that is, because it doesn't. So I think when you pick up all those little housekeeping tips, you know, like putting those denture cleaning tablets down your toilet to, you know, overnight, and then that gets the bowl nice and clean. All those sorts of things. I just thought, oh, you know, I'll just put all the little old wives' tips and tricks for cleaning your house. So I think that's what I'll be using this one for. And cooking, and probably the likes of gardening as well. So that was just the Mabel's diary. I had my eye on it because I was thinking of doing something with it, and then of course it was on sale. So it was the perfect opportunity, and I've not really thought out much of what I'll be doing with it. I can do that with a proper junk journal. I'll probably think more about what I need to do. But yeah, there's something about these papers that I really liked. It's not usually the usual thing I go for. As you'll have noticed, I've had zombie papers and steampunk and gothic ones. So yeah, and there's just to put that in there. So that's that one. I need to fix that. As you'll notice, it's kind of split a bit, but a little bit of washi tape will see to that. This one I really like. I just love these covers of them. I mean, these ones, they're nice, but they've just got a border on them. And I'll show you something I did in a minute with one that was like that. Now this is Nightmare Before Christmas papers that I put into this one, just because I'm a big Nightmare Before Christmas fan. I mean, these would be great Halloween papers, as you can see. But yeah, all of this, there was just put in alternating the pattern papers with note paper. And I've still got some more, well obviously, you know, I can have as many of these papers as I want. I'll add in some little pockets and things like that. I do have an idea for what I want to use this for. It's still with my writing, but, and I love this paper here as well. That's supposed to have a snake at the bottom, I don't know if you can see, but I kind of cut it off, so I'll have to do it properly. They're just all the different patterns that kind of come with throughout the film. But I think these two are my favourite ones. And of course there's Jack's suit. That's what that's for. There is Sally's one as well, but I can't remember which one is Sally's. So, and there we have that. But this one is my favourite one that I did. And as you can tell, like where it had the border, you know, like in this one, all I've did was I've cut out an image. This was just to kind of flatten a bit. Cut out an image, ripped the corner off, which is a bit annoying, but there you go. And then I just stuck it through, and it looks as if it's actually bordered. And as you can probably tell from the image, this is a vampire journal. And I did that free download that you can get of the vampire journal, and I've just put that in and alternated it with blank paper. And I really like this one. This will be one I think I'll be working on this one first. I actually kind of buggered up the printing of this. This is something just to sort the thread because it got loose. The printing, I don't know what I was thinking at the time, and I did it all wrong, and I did all these singly. So I've had to kind of do an inventive way of putting them all together and then putting them in the proper order and all that sort of thing. But it's actually turned out a bit better than I expected. I thought it was going to look really pants, to be honest, but no, it looks quite good. And these are, because the pages are kind of stuck together as well, they're a bit thick. It has cut off some of the writing at the side, but not very much. It's sort of like the last couple of letters. I can figure out what it said. So this is quite good, this journal, because it's got all the sort of information in this little book. You know, what vampires don't like. It has a list of, I mean, people have seen this before, other people have done it. List of vampires, and it carries on like that. And then it's a little sort of a letter from Bram Stoker. And then it goes into this: by day we watch, by night they hunt, always protect the blood. And then it's, excuse me, there's a couple of maps I've put in at that beginning bit. Then it goes into known vampires. And then you can have a little name and all that sort of thing. So these pages, I really like this one. And well, I was going to do a better video of it, but I think it's good enough. You can see what's all in it. And then, oh, the next bit is dispatch, deadly and dangerous, and this is the ones that they've dispatched, you know, because it comes with the D in the skull. So those are obviously the vampires they've got rid of. I accidentally doubled that page, but never, it was for a reason. But I just didn't realise it at the time that I doubled it up. I should have, you know, kind of separated a bit more, but never mind, I don't really care, because I just think it's such a good journal list. I mean, these ones that I've just made have shown you. See, it's ended up doubled up because I had to have one on there, and this, I need to fix all this up here, but that's simple enough to do. So that is those little Reader's Digest condensed books and what I've been doing with them. These are just notebooks that I'm going to be using, and I've kept the pages from inside because they'll do for junk journals and that, because they do have images and things like that in them. And yeah, hopefully not too long, and that gives you an idea of what you can do with your books as well. I mean, some of these I'll put pockets in if I feel like I need them, so I can put, you know, hold things, images, notes, other things like that as I go along. But at the moment it's just the papers, and this one especially is what I'm going to be using first of all, because I just think it's great. Okay, bye.